What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Night YouTube channel. In today's video, guys, I am starting off a month-long marathon of playing spooky, creepy games here on the Game Night YouTube channel. So we're going to celebrate spooky season and Halloween by playing a bunch of spooky games, guys. And this is my favorite time of the year, dudes. I love October. It starts cooling off, and there's a bunch of spooky decorations everywhere, and I love that kind of stuff. I love the spooky stuff. I just like spooky, creepy stuff. So I'm always excited whenever it's Halloween time. It's the best. It's my favorite time of the year. So we're going to be playing a bunch of creepy games, guys. And in today's video, we're going to start off with this game right here. This is a Mint Tin game called Cheap Thrills. And this is going to be an interesting video, guys. So I'm going to start off with a disclaimer. Okay? Nothing that I say in this video is to be construed as me stating it as a matter of fact. Everything that I say in this video is my own personal opinion. It's all opinion based. I'm not stating anything as a fact. It's just my own personal opinion and how I feel about the game and what it seems like to me. Okay, got the disclaimer out of the way. We're going to get into the game. And some of you guys are probably like, whoa, what is about to happen? Buckle up, guys. Buckle up. Strap in. Get yourself a snack. Get yourself a drink. We're going to get into this game, Cheap Thrills, right here, guys. So a viewer of the channel recommended this to me. I don't believe that they had played the game themselves, but I had mentioned on my Discord, which, by the way, if you want to come hang out on the Game Night Discord, there should be a link down in the description below. You could come hang out with us over there on Discord. We chat about tabletop games and all kinds of other stuff. Come join the community and chat with us, guys. But anyway, somebody in my Discord was like, I had mentioned that I wanted to do some spooky, creepy games for Halloween time for October. They were like, oh, there's this game, Cheap Thrills. Have you heard of it? I was like, no, I haven't heard of it. I'll check it out. So I checked it out, picked it up from the Game Crafter, and here it is. Here it is. So I'm going to give you guys the synopsis. It sounds cool. I'll start off by saying it sounds cool. Like it sounds like it would be cool. So it's called Cheap Thrills, as you can see right here. Unfortunately, I don't have the autofocus on my camera, but you know what? In editing mode, I'm going to zoom in. I'll zoom in on stuff so that you guys can see it. So again, remember, nothing I say in this video is to be misconstrued or taken as fact. Is that the right word? Misconstrued? Nothing is to be taken as fact. I'm not stating anything as a matter of fact. This is all just my personal opinion. I want you guys to take a look at the title of the game. There's a big amorphous blob of randomness right here. Now, maybe a person did this. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Maybe a human being drew that. It doesn't have an artist's name anywhere on the tin. It also doesn't have a human being's name anywhere on the tin. It only says 2025 Final Forge on the back of the tin. There's no credit for any art in the game, okay? So I'm not making any accusations here, but keep in mind, there is no credit to any artist for any of the art in the game. Come to your own conclusions. The first Exhibit A is right here in the cover of the game, Cheap Thrills. This little blob right here. Yeah. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. It looks cool. The house looks creepy and cool. But anyway, we'll flip the game over. It says, as an exorcist, your mission is clear. Enter the house, explore each cursed room, uncover the source of the disturbance, confront the dark forces within, and complete the final rite to cast the demons out for good. Now, what does that remind you of, guys? That kind of sounds like my ghost hunting Mint Tin game, Home, which is one of the reasons that I was really excited to check out this game. I was like, dude, that sounds cool. That kind of reminds me of Home a lot. That sounds really, really interesting. I want to check out this game. So just by the synopsis, sounds cool, right? Sounds cool. And then it goes on to show you the components that you get. You get an exorcist token. You get some black cubes that are demon tokens, white cubes that are cleanse tokens. You get a clear cube for a soul tracker. You get a red cube for a health tracker. And you get an orange cube for a demon health tracker. And again, down here, it says it's copyright 2025 Final Forge. Now, I looked up Final Forge on the Game Crafter. There's really not much information about them on there. They have one other game for sale on the Game Crafter called Gridlock Tactical, I believe. Yeah, I'll let you go check that one out for yourselves and also come to your own conclusions about that for yourselves. Again, not making any statements of fact, just telling you guys, you can go check it out. You know, and use your own judgment and come to your own conclusions about it. Yeah, so there's no human being's name tied to this company. I don't know. I don't know who runs Final Forge. I'm not sure. And again, no artist name, so keep that in mind. So we're going to open up the tin, and I'm going to take everything out and show you guys the components, and then I'm going to show you how to play the game, okay? We're going to set this up here. You might be wondering what that is. I'll explain it to you momentarily here. Let's get all the components out. And then, again, I'm going to show you the components, and I'm going to do a full play of the game so that you guys can see it, and we'll let the game speak for itself. Let's just put it that way. We'll let the game speak for itself. Let's take these out. I will give you my thoughts as we go along, though, obviously. But again, none of it is me stating it as fact, okay? It is just my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and take all of these cards out as well. Got some cards here. There we go. Cool. So I guess first of all, guys, we're going to go over the tin. So in the tin, there are a couple of stickers that come with the game that you'll have to peel off and put one in the bottom of the big part of the tin. It is a tall tin, as you can see. And then you put the other sticker on the top, or the bottom side, rather, of the lid, on the top of the tin. So this is called the Demon Box. So you can use the Demon Box at any time to wager any amount of health or soul points by placing the matching amount of demon tokens in the box and shaking it for 6 seconds. So demon tokens are these little black cubes right here. We'll set them up this way. There we go. And then each wagered token triggers a different outcome. You may also trade 1 soul point for 3 health points, or 3 health points for 1 soul point at any time. Good luck. So essentially, you start the game as this exorcist named Father Chance. We're going to set him down this way. And you've got a red cube to track your health. You start at 10 health. And you've got a clear cube to track your soul points. You start at 7 soul points. If you go down to 0 health, you die. And I'm assuming if you get down to 0 soul points, you die. There's a skull there. It doesn't actually say, but that's what's right there. Also, I'll mention, too, the game comes with like I don't even know if it's a 1-page PDF. It's like a 1-paragraph or a couple paragraph PDF from what I remember. That gives you like a quick start guide on how to start the game. All the other rules are printed on the backs of these cards right here, and we'll get into that soon enough. But anyway, so yeah, so you can wager your health or your soul points by putting these demon tokens in the box, shaking it around, and then if it lands on any of the crucifix symbols, you get a ×3 multiplier. If it lands on the red sigil symbol, you have to try again, which means you got to shake the box again. And if it lands on a skull, you lose that particular demon cube. So you can try to wager your points. Like you can put health in here. Like if we wanted to sacrifice 3 health and then put 3 of these cubes in here and then shake it around for 6 seconds, and then you check and see what you got, and I would have lost all of it right there because they were all on skulls. Had I landed on the sigils, we would have tried again, and had I landed on the crucifix right there, I would have got ×3 soul points, I guess, or health, I guess, whatever you wager. But honestly, I'm going to be honest with you right out of the gate. All the times that I've played the game 3 times off camera now, that has never come into play. So I'm not saying that won't come into play for you, but I've never had to use that. There is not a single instance that I personally had to use that in the game. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Cool, so that's the box. Then we've got the demon tokens, which are these black cubes, again, which you would use to shake up in the box. For me personally, these may as well not even exist in the game because I haven't had to use them. Now, keep in mind, too, 3 games is a small sample size, but you would think that a core mechanic of the game would come into play at least once within 3 playthroughs of the game, and it just never did for me. It also comes with these white cubes, which are clear cubes that you're going to put inside of the room cards whenever you clear different rooms. The game comes with a couple of D6 to roll. It'll give you the outcome of certain actions and stuff on the event cards. Same thing with this little coin right here. It'll give you the outcome, rather, of certain event cards. And I'm going to use this side as heads, this little like bull horn skull thing as heads, and the shield will be tails whenever that comes into play. You get a white pawn as your exorcist. You get a little orange cube that's going to be for the enemy health, for the demon health. And then you get the cards. So you get these item cards. So you're going to get a cover card here. And if you flip it over, it tells you how to use the items. So you shuffle up the 9 items that you get right here. And this is going to form your 9 card item deck, and we're going to go through the items right now, guys. Okay, so I'm not going to go through everything that they do, but I'll at least tell you what items come in the game. So here we go. You get prayer beads, crucifix knife, crucifix, holy water, holy candle, holy wine, holy bell, holy scroll, holy Bible, holy freaking moly, dude. There are a lot of holy items in the game. There's a ton of them. If we're going to shuffle these up, I'll also make note of this now, too, while I'm shuffling the item cards. Much like the demon box over here, out of all 3 times that I played the game, I got multiple items and never had to use any of them. I never had to use a single item. So, yeah. So I don't even know why they're in the game, but there they are. They're in the game. We've got some room cards here. So we're going to set those aside. You've got a cover card for the room deck. Then you've got an event deck with a cover card for the event deck. You've got a cover card for the demons deck. And you got a cover card for the client deck. So I'll give you a quick little rundown of the way the game works. Essentially, you're trying to go through these room cards here, which are going to make a map that you're going to be going through and clearing rooms as you go through. You'll be resolving events in each room that you enter. You might even run into some demons. Once the house runs out of rooms for you to go, like once it has dead-ended, you're going to draw one of these 4 client cards. You'll read the little synopsis here. You'll flip it over, and you'll do what it says. Most of them, all of them actually, say spend 6 soul points to exorcise the victim and win. So as far as I can tell, they all basically have the same win condition. And you start the game with 7 soul points, and unless this playthrough that I'm going to do today is different than the other 3 I did, I never ran into a single thing that made me lose any soul points. So as soon as I got to the client card, I just automatically won the game. So keep that in mind. Also, here's the art on the cards here. And again, I'm not making any accusations. I'm not making any claims. But I will say there's no artist name anywhere on the box or on the store page that I could find. So do with that what you will and come to your own conclusions about this art. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to put this right here. And we've got the room card. I will say the art does look cool. It does look cool. We got the room cards over here. And before we get into shuffling these up, I'm going to give you my feedback on what I think is a glaring problem with the room cards. 4 of the room cards are dead ends. These 4 cards right here are dead ends. You've got these 2 like elongated ones, and then you got these 2 right here. So what could happen is you could shuffle up the room cards, and every time you draw a card from one of these decks, you draw it from the bottom of the deck, which is kind of annoying. You would draw a card, you would set it down. Whenever you enter a room, you would resolve an event card. So let's just say that we resolve this event card, we discard it, we've cleared the room, and then we draw our second card. Boom, we draw a card, we connect the rooms up, we move into it, we would draw another event, resolve it, clear the room, and now that's it. That's the entire house, and whenever you reach this situation where you can't venture into any more rooms, you draw a client card. So we would draw a client card, spend 6 soul points to exorcise the victim and win. You spend your 6 soul points, you win the game literally in a matter of like 2 minutes or something. I had a game where I drew into 3 rooms and won the game in literally like 2 minutes or something like that. It was extremely anticlimactic. It wasn't fun at all whatsoever. And I feel like that is a major oversight, and I am not claiming that no one play tested the game, but it feels like the game wasn't play tested. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it feels like, to me, playing the game, it feels like no one even tested the game to find out that this could happen and that it's not fun. Now, it does say on the room card that each house is random with 2 to 15 rooms. So it does say that there could be only 2 rooms. Why is that even a possibility? I don't know. So I'm going to use my own game, Home, as an example. I know most of you guys are familiar with it, but if you're kind of new here, or if you're just not familiar with that game, I'll give you a very brief rundown of the game. You're a paranormal investigator. You're going into a house, into a haunted house that's being haunted by a ghost, and you're looking for clues in order to identify the ghost and then find mementos in order to cleanse the house of the ghost. And that's how you win the game. So the game is set up to where there are 4 rows and 5 columns of cards. So it makes a 4x5 grid of cards, and you move around on those as rooms in the house. And when I was first playtesting the game, I also had a few cards that had dead end rooms like this. And I found out that what could happen is you can end up in a situation where you couldn't explore the house anymore. Like you could walk into the front door card, go to the left, it's a dead end. Go up, it's a dead end. Go to the right, it's a dead end. And you're just locked into those 4 rooms and you couldn't explore the house anymore. And the game would end. And that sucks. And that's not fun. And that came from actually testing the game. So I removed all of them except for one. So now there still is one dead end that you can run into, but it doesn't prevent you from exploring all the rest of the rooms in the house. And again, that came from actually testing the game. Now, I'll say for the billionth time, I am not stating as a matter of fact that the person who made this game didn't test it. I don't know if they tested it, but it sure as hell seems like they didn't. I don't know if they did, but it doesn't feel like they did, because if they did, why would you? I don't know why they would leave this in the game. Like, this is terrible that this can happen. If one of these is going to be in the deck, only one of these should be in the deck, in my opinion. So that could be a creative difference. Maybe they like it. Maybe they like that you can only run into 2 rooms and the game ends in, a couple minutes. I don't know. But for me, that wasn't fun. It was really anticlimactic, and it just seemed like bad game design. And that's just my personal opinion. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle up the rooms and hope that we don't run into that situation. I should probably separate these a little bit so that we don't run into that potentially. We'll see. So we'll mix them up. Good enough. We'll put this back on top, and we're going to get into the playthrough. And look at that, we drew one. So we're already set up to potentially run into this, guys. So I'm going to move Father Chance over. Actually, I'm going to move him over this way to my right. There we go. We'll get our 7 soul points, your 10 HP. We're going to set this down here, and this is where we're going to start. Whenever you enter a room, you draw an event card. So we're going to shuffle up the event cards, and we're going to get into these event cards. I'm going to give you my feedback on these as well. So we're going to draw an event card. Before we do, I'm going to tell you this. Get ready to hear the word blood, the words blood and crimson about 1 billion times. Okay? Let's go ahead and draw. Don't say I didn't warn you. Closed door. Now, I will say this too. This part of the game, it's kind of cool. Like, it's cool that you're drawing event cards and there's like a little thematic element to it. But yeah. Closed door. Demonic level 1. Demonic level 1 means that we just keep the card like this. If we go to demonic level 2, you flip it over to this side. Ooh, it looks really cool, right? You're going to find out soon enough, if we even have to do this, that this basically does nothing. It basically it doesn't change anything at all other than the room looks red. So we're going to flip this over. From what I can tell, we're going to flip that over. It says, a heavy wooden door streaked with fresh blood stands shut, sealing whatever horrors lie behind in silence. Investigate. Roll 2 die. That should be dice. We're going to roll 2 dice. Die is singular. That is a die. That's dice. We're going to roll 2 dice. And then we've got an 8. You're going to see what the outcome is. You could roll 10 to 12 and it says roll again. Guys, I don't even know why that's on the card. It's so annoying, like having to just re-roll over and over if you roll 10 to 12. I don't know why that's there. But we rolled an 8. 6 through 9, flip the card. So we're going to flip the card. Bathroom, demonic level 2. So now we're going to flip this card over. Again, you're going to see that it's completely pointless. The bathroom reeks of rot. Its walls streaked with blood, and the tub filled with dark water that ripples through nothing stirs. What? Now, actually it says ripples though nothing stirs. Again, guys, so I'm not making any claims. Nothing I'm saying is a matter of fact. It's just my own personal opinion. My opinion is that human beings don't talk like this. Okay? You can come to your own conclusion. Maybe someone does. Maybe a human being wrote that. I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying they didn't. It doesn't feel to me like they did. I don't know. You can come to your own conclusions about what you think that might mean. Flip a coin. Heads, cleanse the room. Tails, lose 1 item in your inventory. And level 2 demon form. So we're going to go ahead and flip. And we got heads. Cleanse the room. So you flip the card back over because it was pointless to even flip it in the first place, as far as I can tell. We're going to put this white cube in the room, which means that we've cleared the room. That's it. We're going to take this card. We're going to put it over here. So let's recap what just happened. We drew a room. We drew an event card. We rolled a couple of dice, flipped the card over, flipped this card over for basically no reason, flipped a coin, and then put a cube on it, and then flipped the card back over. Okay, we're all on the same page. Are we having fun yet? Okay, so that's where we are so far, guys. Now we're going to draw another room. Oh, and would you look at that? It's a dead end. So we're going to enter it. It's so crazy. You guys saw me shuffle. We're going to go in. I'm going to draw a card. Dining area. Demonic level 1. So we keep the room like this. A bloody table set with tarnished silverware where slabs of raw meat sit like a feast prepared for something not quite human. Oh, investigate. Roll 2 die. We got a 7, dudes. Cleanse the room. Cool, we put a white token there to cleanse the room. That's it. There's nowhere else to go, so we draw a client card. A man stands frozen in the dark room, his body wrapped in a black shadow as glowing red eyes burn through the darkness, possessed by a demon. At least it doesn't have the word blood in it. Flip card. Spend 6 soul points and exorcise the victim and win. We win. Yeah, I'll keep reading what else it says on the card, but it doesn't matter. It says, you may bet against the demon box to acquire the soul points as needed. I don't know why you would need to do that, because you don't, as far as I can tell, I haven't run into anything that makes you actually lose soul points. Maybe there's something in there. I haven't seen it. Otherwise, roll 2 die and bet everything on a single throw. Odds or evens, your call. Exercise, 6 soul points. Yeah, we did that. We won the game, guys. If it wasn't for me jabbering and explaining things, that literally would have taken what? Like less than 5 minutes, right? Like, we'll do another one. We'll do another one, guys. I'm sure you guys are clamoring to see more of it. So we're going to do another one here. Let's set this off to the side. We'll shuffle up the rooms. I even split the cards up, the rooms up, so that that wouldn't happen, and it happened anyways, which is just freaking hilarious. We're going to set this here. I want you guys to see the items, so you can see how we're not going to have to use any of them. Like, I'm going to shuffle this up. There we go. Okay, we'll put that back on top. We'll put these back into the event deck, and I want you guys to maybe see a demon and see how the combat goes. And again, this is my opinion. The combat, in my opinion, is extremely shallow and boring and just not fun. I didn't have fun fighting the demons. You'll see. It's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. What's up, dudes? This is Game Night from the editing booth. I'm editing the video right now, and I realized that I never did get into a fight with a level 1 demon in the playthrough, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what the fight is like so that you guys aren't left in the dark wondering. Essentially, all the demons have a certain number of health. I think they range from like 2 to 4 health or something like that. And essentially, on the card, it will tell you that you need to roll a certain number and how many dice you get to roll. If you roll equal to or higher than that number, you hit the demon and you deal 1 damage to it. If you roll lower than the number, it hits you and it does 1 damage to you. If you kill the demon, it typically drops some sort of item, which you'll probably never use. And if it does enough damage to you to drop you down to 0 health, it kills you and you lose the game. That's it. It's very shallow. It's pretty simple. Either you roll equal to or higher than the number that it tells you and you hit it, or you don't and it hits you, and that's pretty much it. There's no modifiers to really modify anything from what I could see. None of the demons really have any like interesting stats or abilities from what I could see. It's basically just that. And that's how it seems to be for all of the demons that I fought in the game anyway. So there you go. That's how the combat with the demons works. Let's get back to the video. Okay, cool. We drew a room that has more than 1 exit. So we'll put our dude in there. We're going to draw an event card. It's a closed door again. A heavy wooden door streaked with fresh blood stands shut, sealing whatever horrors lie behind in silence. Investigate. Roll 2 die. 7. Flip card. Demonic level 2. Uh-oh, guys. The room is red. The room is red, guys. Are we having fun? You're never going to guess what's pooled across the cracked kitchen, guys. Blood pools across the cracked kitchen tiles, with rusted utensils dangling above. Flip a coin. Flip a coin, guys. Uh-oh. I dropped it. What'd I drop it on? Tails? We'll just keep that. Tails, level 2 demon forms. Here we go, guys. Perfect. We're going to fight a demon in the kitchen, dude. We're going to fight a demon in the kitchen. We're going to shuffle them up. Also, before we do shuffle them up, let's take a look at the demons, guys. Let's see how varied. You would think with this big deck of cards right here, all these demons must be like really unique and like different looking, right? Let's see how different they look. Okay, a black, gray looking creepy guy with horns. Okay. A black, gray, creepy guy with horns. A black, gray, creepy guy with horns. Oh, look, it's a black, gray, creepy guy with horns, black, gray, creepy, horns, black, gray. Oh, he's got 4 arms, though. He's got 4 arms. This is definitely something a person would draw, right, guys? He's got an arm growing out of his head. Now, maybe it's just the way he's standing, but either way, black, gray, creepy thing with horns. Black, gray, creepy thing with horns. Black, gray, creepy thing with horns. Black, gray, creepy thing with... Is that not horns? Are those ears? Oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap. Okay. This one's got ears, dudes. This one's got big old ears instead of horns. They might be horns, but I'm pretty sure they're ears. But he's black, gray, and creepy, so he's got that going for him. Yeah. So, I'm not saying this as a matter of fact, guys. This is just my opinion and my personal experience. And it has nothing to do with this, by the way. Just as a side note, I've used ChatGPT before, another AI art generating software, and I've put in prompts, and the AI art generator will spit out a bunch of images that look basically the same, very similar to one another, based on the prompt that I put in. Have you guys ever done that before? Yeah, anyway, has nothing to do with this. It's just a side note. You know what I'm saying? Just a side note. Yeah, it would be cool if the artist's name was on the tin somewhere, because I would love to know the artist that drew these with their own hand. You know what I mean? That would be really cool, because these look really cool, man. If I was the artist that drew these, I would definitely want to have my name on the tin so people could know that I drew these. I'd be proud of these, dude. He should be proud of himself, whoever drew these. Yeah, so, okay, so we're going to shuffle them up, and we're going to get into a fight with a demon. Watch how exciting it's going to be, guys. Are you excited? Are you excited? The room is red, guys. How can you not be excited? We got Ulzareth. Okay. We're going to put him right there. He's got 4 health, guys. This is a big old whopper of a demon, dudes. Check him out, guys. He's black, gray, and creepy, and he's got horns. Freaking crazy. We're going to set this over here. Level 1 demon. Do we got to fight a level 1 or a level 2? A level 2, guys. It's not even Ulzareth. It's freaking Synthrak, guys. It's Synthrak. Okay, what is this? Level 2 demon, Wager. A red skin... Oh my god, are we going to have to use the demon box for the first time in my life? A red-skinned demon looms in the shadows, its eyes glowing like embers as it breathes slowly in the dark, waiting for you to move. Place 3 health points in the demon box and shake it. Shake it up, baby, now. Accept the results and cleanse the room. Exercise 4 soul points. Dude, this is... okay. Okay, guys, I got to take back what I said earlier a little bit. I mean, I guess I don't really have to because I hadn't had to use the demon box. There's a first for everything, guys. We got to use the demon box. So I got to place 3 health points in the demon box. Okay, so I guess that means I've got to lose 3 health and then put 3 health points in the demon box. And we're gonna shake it up for 6 seconds, and you guys are going to have to hear a bunch of clanking around. And what do we get? We lost it all, dudes. We lost it all. Rip. We lost all of our health. Accept the results and cleanse the room. We could have also exercised the room by spending 4 soul points. I ain't doing all that. So we exercised the room, so we cleansed it, so now we get to flip the card back over. Why did we flip it over? I don't know. Don't ask questions. Don't think about it, guys. Don't think. Just do. Okay, we're going to put him up here in a discard pile a little bit off camera. We're going to put that in a discard pile off camera. Okay, we're going to draw a room. What do we got? Oh, it's a dead end. Exciting. We're going to put it over here, like so. We're going to move into it. Also... this is going to bring up another point that I want to make that I wasn't able to in the first run because the house had 2 rooms in it, and the game ended extremely fast. As far as I can tell, other than whenever you run out of ways to go, triggering the client card, in my opinion, not even in my opinion, just as far as I can tell, unless I'm wrong, other than that, these map cards are pointless. They're pointless. They're completely pointless. When you move back into a room, nothing happens. So I'll use my game Home as an example again. In Home, whenever you move back into a room that you've already explored, you have to flip over a resolution card. And resolution cards do all kinds of stuff. You might find some kind of item that's in the room that maybe you didn't find before. Maybe there's a new event that happens, which could be good or bad, or maybe neutral. Or maybe there's a random hunt that triggers. It's also going to reduce the hunt timer. There are things that actually happen. There's a risk and potential reward sometimes for re-entering rooms. You can't just walk all back through the house willy-nilly, otherwise there'd be no point to even have the cards, which is exactly the case from what I can tell in this game. Again, aside from whenever you run out of ways to go, it triggers the end of the game and you draw a client card. So these cards don't even have to exist. It could just be that instead of having to go into a room and draw an event card, you just draw an event card at the start of every turn, do what it says, and after you either go through the whole event deck, or there could have been a rule like after the first 10 event cards or something like that, then draw a client card. So this just seems like I'm not saying this as a matter of fact, it's just my opinion. It feels to me it seems like this wasn't thought out very well. It's just bad. It's just like, to me, in my opinion, it's bad. It's not good. It's not fun to me to play. It's pointless, this part of the game. Honestly, if you can't tell by this point, guys, I don't like this game. I don't like this game. In my opinion, this might be the worst game I've ever played. Might be the worst game I've ever... It is. This is the worst game that I have ever played, guys. This is pointless. This is totally they're pointless, guys. Again, for the billionth time, other than when you run out of rooms, you draw a client card. Anyway, we went into the room. We're going to draw an event card. The living room. Demonic level 1. Furniture overturned. Walls smeared with blood. And a static-filled TV flickering beside a crimson-stained couch. Investigate. Roll 2 die. We roll? We got a 3. Flip card. Are you excited yet, guys? Uh-oh, demonic level 2. The room turned red. Holy. A blood-smeared TV crackles with static as a pulsing demon face flickers on screen, warping the air with each beat? Who talks like that, guys? Now, I'm not making a claim that a human didn't write that, but it's a little strange. It's a strange thing for a human being to say. Flip a coin. Not saying that they did or they didn't. It's a little strange. Flip a coin. I'm so excited. It fell off the table. You know what? I don't even care. 1, 2, and 3 is going to be heads. 4, 5, and 6 is going to be tails. 3. Heads. Cleanse the room. Cool. Put this over here. There we go. Okay, guys, let's keep exploring. This is fun. I'm going to move back this way. Nothing happens. Nothing happens from moving into that room. I can just move into it. It doesn't even need to exist. Cool, we're going to put this over here. We're going to go in. We're going to draw an event card. How much do you want to bet? Yeah, here we go. Closed door. A heavy wooden door, streak with fresh blood. Okay. Okay. We're going to roll 10. Roll again. 5. Do not open and cleanse the room. Okay. Put a cube and discard the card. Let's go again, guys. Oh, look, a dead end. Thank God. Let's go in here. We'll draw an event card. Oh, it's the laundry room, guys. I wonder what's gonna be in here. I bet you there's not gonna be blood. The laundry room stinks of mildew and iron. With blood-soaked clothes jammed in the machine. Investigate. Roll 2 die. We got an 8, guys. Cleanse the room. Okay. Let's go back through the house all willy-nilly. Again, the room's seemingly pointless. Let's draw an event card. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's draw a room card. You know what? I don't want this card. Can I have a different one? Yeah, give me that one. I want this one. I don't want to keep going. I'm going to go with this one right here, guys. And we're going to go in. We're going to draw this. It's a closed door. It's smeared with blood. Cool. Let's roll our 2 die. We rolled a 9. Flip the card. Uh-oh, dude. Blood trap, bro. Of course. Of course that's the kind of trap it is. It's a blood trap. The walls groan. Do walls groan? The walls groan as thick blood pours in from every crack, rising fast around your legs, threatening to drown you in its choking warmth. The blood-stained blood is covered in blood. Flip a coin. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 is going to be heads. 2. Heads. Cleanse the room. Oh my God. We cleanser. Dude, I'm good at this game, guys. I'm so good at this. This is so fun. Cool. There's nowhere else to go. We draw a client card. Oh, look, we drew the same one. Let's get a different one at least. Let's at least get a different one, guys. A man lies on the ground with his head twisted upside down as a demon towers over him in the dark. Its presence unmoving, like a curse made of flesh. Flip the card. Spend 6 soul points to exorcise the victim and win. Did it. We win. Dude. Alright, guys. Okay. I don't know what else to say, dudes. I don't know what else to say. I pretty much already said it, guys. This is the worst game I've ever played in my life. I don't like this game at all. I, in my opinion, think the game is horrible. It's not fun. It feels incredibly, like, just... I'm not saying that the person that made the game is lazy, but to me it feels lazy. Nothing works. Like, nothing really... I don't want to say nothing works. The game technically works, but it doesn't... To me, it just doesn't feel cohesive. Certain things... It's like the pieces of the... It's like somebody was like, I want to make a game. And, you know, and I'm not trying to dog this person. You know, again, they don't even have their name on the tin. It does say Final Forge, so I don't know. But it was almost like somebody sat down. I'm not saying they did this, but it feels to me like somebody sat down and was like, I want to make a game. Okay, what do you need in a game like this? Yeah, you would need rooms because you're going through a house. Yeah, there could be events. Yeah, there definitely needs to be demons if you're going to be like fighting demons as an exorcist. And yeah, I'll throw some items in there too. But the rooms, again, for the billionth time, are all but pointless. You don't even need the rooms. The game would work the same way if you just drew the bottom card off of the event deck, because going back through rooms doesn't change anything. There's no point to clear the rooms. These cubes don't even need to be in the game. Like, they don't even need to be in the game. And then there's the events, and they all say blood. They all say blood, guys. Like, let's go through these freaking things, dude. Look, there's closed doors. How many closed doors are there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the cards are the same exact card. They all say that they're smeared with blood. There's a garage. The garage reeked of oil. Its floor splattered with fresh, you guessed it, blood. Bedroom. A blood-smeared bedroom. Spare room. The room is empty and still with a thick puddle of blood. Creepy drawer. A blood-smeared drawer. Box freezer. A blood-smeared box freezer. Dining room. A bloody table set. Laundry room. The laundry room stinks of mildew and iron with blood-soaked clothes. And then the living room. Furniture overturned, walls smeared with blood. Dude. Now, again, I'm not saying that a human being didn't write this. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But what I will say is that I have personally used AI text generators that you can put a prompt into, and it will spit out multiple text variations of basically what you put in and give you different variations of it. I am not claiming that that's what this person did. It just reminds me of that. It reminds me of that. Maybe he did write all of those out. Maybe the guy really likes blood. Maybe he just wanted everything in the house to be covered in blood. So yeah, these are just, they're boring. It's like every room is the exact same thing, basically. It's just you walk into the room and the blood is smeared with blood covered in blood. Like every freaking room, guys. Literally every room has blood. Blood smeared this, pools of blood. And then there's the demons. I mean, you saw the demons, dude. Don't even need to talk about them anymore. You saw the demons. And then you got the client cards, which all have essentially the same winning stipulation, is that you spend 6 soul points to exorcise the victim. There's something different for each one if you don't want to do that, but it doesn't matter really. At least it hasn't mattered for me because I've never lost soul points, and you start with 7 and then you spend 6 and you just win the freaking game. Maybe you run into circumstances where you lose soul points. It probably happens. Maybe. But it hasn't happened to me. And I find it hard to believe that someone play tested the game and didn't run into that and was like, wow, like I'm not having to spend my soul points and the house can be 2 rooms. And again, I don't know if the guy that made the game or the girl, the person that made the game, I don't know if they play tested the game. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know them. I have no clue. But to me, it doesn't feel like it was tested. And it just, yeah. Also, unfortunately, we didn't draw any items. But honestly, guys, it wouldn't have mattered. And you'll just have to take my word for it. The other 3 times that I played the game off camera, I had a game where I had six. I think I had two separate games where I had six of the items from the item, six of the 9 items from the item deck. I didn't have to use any of them. I didn't have to use any of them. They all have one-time use effects. Like, what is this? The prayer beads. Use this item to redo a dice roll. Can be used during all rooms, events, and combats. I mean, I guess that could be good in the case of like when you're fighting a demon or something. But like, I never had to use any of this stuff, guys. Use this item to redo a coin flip. I mean, I guess. Use this item to gain +3 soul points, but I never lost any, and you can't go above what you start. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe you can use these at some point in the game. I mean, I guess technically you could, but I never had to. I never had to use them, and I won every time I played the game with ease. As you guys saw, you go through the rooms, you clear the rooms, you roll dice, and it tells you that you clear the room, and then, yeah, you don't really make any decisions. You don't really do anything fun, in my opinion. Yeah. So there it is, guys. Again, as I said in the beginning of the video, nothing in this video that I've said is to be taken as me stating a matter of fact. It is all my personal opinion. And in my opinion, this game sucks. Yeah, I can't recommend the game, guys. I cannot recommend this game. If you want to buy it, go for it. Buy it at your own discretion. But I just can't recommend the game. Yeah, it's unfortunate because the idea of the game seems really cool. I was actually really excited to play this game, and it kind of annoys me, to be honest with you, that I played this and spent time on playing this. And I almost didn't even want to make this video, but I decided that it's best to make the video and let the game speak for itself so that you guys can see this. So before you go out and purchase the game for yourself and potentially end up disappointed with your purchase for buying like I can't remember how much it is. It's over 20 bucks. For last time I saw it as of the recording of this video. I wanted to show you guys the game in action so that you can see it for yourself. You can come to your own conclusions about it and decide for yourself if you want to buy the game. I'm not telling you not to. You could do whatever you want with your own money. If you want to buy the game, maybe this game looks awesome to you and you want to play it and you want to buy it and play it and have a great time with it. Be my guest, dude. Have a freaking blast. Go at it, bro. But yeah, I wanted to show the game on the channel. And this is the first and the very last time you are going to see this game on the channel, guys. Yeah, I can't see myself ever playing this game again on or off camera. It will sit on my shelf. Maybe I might even have to buy an entire new shelf and like just set it on there by itself, and it could be my shelf of shame, and it can just sit on the shelf alone, punished, away from all of the other good games. So there it is, guys. There was a playthrough and tutorial, I guess, of Cheap Thrills right here. This Mint Tin game by Final Forge. Again, I don't know who's behind Final Forge. Have no idea. And again, for the billionth time, there's no artist name. There's no designer name. Nothing like that other than Final Forge. Also, I'll mention another thing too. The store page for this game, Cheap Thrills, the text is riddled with M dashes. Now, I'm not claiming that this person used an AI text generator to generate their text. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they wrote it all themselves. I'm not claiming that they did, but what I can say is that the text on the store page as of the recording of this video is riddled with M dashes. And if you're not familiar, an M dash is a long dash like this right here on this card. Not even on the store page, but on the card, a giant M dash. AI text generators are notorious for using M dashes whenever they produce text, and it's one of the ways that you can tell that something has been written with AI. Now, that's not to say that no human beings use M dashes whenever they type. People do, some people, but it is a big red flag. Here's another one. There is another one right there. It's a big red flag, guys. So I am not claiming, I am not stating as a matter of fact that this person used AI to generate the text in their game. But what I am saying is that AI is very notorious for using M dashes, and M dashes are literally on the cards of the game and in the text on the website in multiple places on the website. Also on the store page for the game, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of tags on the game, tags that have nothing to do with the game, so that if you're looking up a certain type of game that has one of those tags on the GameCrafters website, this game will likely show up in those lists of games. So if it's got a crap load of tags on it, it's going to show up if you search any of those keywords or any of those tags. And again, there's a lot of tags on there that have nothing to do with the type of game that this is. And I'm not claiming that this person is intentionally trying to get their game noticed by deceptively tagging it with tags that have nothing to do with it. I'm not saying that they're doing that intentionally, but objectively speaking, the game, as of the time of this recording, has dozens and dozens of tags on it that have nothing to do with the theme of the game or anything to do with the game. So that's just something to be aware of. As of the recording of this game, or this video also, I didn't see any reviews for the game. It had absolutely no reviews. So guys, there it is. I don't want to go on too much longer about this, but I wanted to give you guys a look at the game, and give you my thoughts on it. I think the game is trash. I don't like it at all. And again, that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. I think the game is garbage. And as a game designer, I'm insulted, honestly, that this game even exists. Yeah. Who knows, man? Maybe the guy that made this game put a whole lot of effort into it and a whole bunch of time, because I know the games that I've made, I've poured countless hours into, gone to bed night after night after night for months and months and months with ideas just swirling and brewing in my head, and constantly thinking about how I can make the game better and fix certain things in the game, and play testing the crap out of it, having you guys play test the crap out of the game and give me your feedback on it. And it takes a lot to make one of these Mint Tin games, guys. It really, really does. I just want to end on this note. Getting into this hobby has been so awesome for me, because just playing these games is so fun, and creating this community with you guys. And like, you guys are so freaking cool, man. I love to hear all your comments. I love all your feedback. I love seeing you guys chatting on the Discord. It's so cool, man. It really is cool, this little game night community that we have going here, guys. And these games are so fun, and it brings so much joy to us, and it's so cool that we can share in this hobby. And it's awesome that it also pushed me to become a game designer myself and make my own games. And it really humbled me to see how much work goes into making a game that fits in a box this small. You would think, most people would probably think, like, it's just a little mint tin. How hard could it be? Dudes, it takes so long. It takes so long, guys, to come up with all the ideas, and to get it all to fit in a box like this is a very unique puzzle that I honestly feel like might even be more difficult than making like a big box game, because you're limited by what you can put in it. And so limitation breeds creativity. So you got to get really creative to try to pack as much content as you can into a little tiny tin like this. So it's really humbled me. So to see a game like this, it kind of aggravates me. It really does. It's aggravating. It's kind of like, I'm also a musician. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm also a musician. Bad music aggravates me, because it's just like, you can tell when somebody just doesn't put in the time to get good at something, and to create a quality product that people are going to enjoy. Now, I'm not claiming that this person intentionally tried to make a bad game, and I'm not saying objectively that the game is bad. I'm saying, in my opinion, in my subjective opinion, for me, the game is bad. I don't want to play it. It's not fun. I don't like it. I think it's garbage. I'm not saying it is garbage. I think it is. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I don't even want to look at this game, guys. I really don't even want to look at it. So yeah, this is the last time you're ever going to see it on the channel. So I hope you enjoyed the video, man. I hope you gained something from this. And if you did, hit the thumbs up like button, hit the red subscribe button, and click the bell so you can stay notified every time I upload brand new videos. And there will never be any more playthroughs of Cheap Thrills on the channel, but there will be other solo player tabletop games on the channel. And as I stated in the beginning of the video, it's the month of October, it's spooky season, and I wanted to get this thing out of the way. I wanted to just get this out of the way. It is a spooky game. That's about all it has going for it in my book, is that it fits the theme of the month. But yeah, I wanted to get this out of the way so I could get to some of the other games that we're going to have on the channel, namely Final Girl. I'm going to be playing more Final Girl because that's a spooky game, and I've got a bunch of those to get through. We're going to be doing The Haunting of Creech Manor because, of course, you know, it's a haunted house. It's got the poltergeist killer, so that's going to fit the theme of October. We'll be playing some other stuff too, man. We're going to be playing some Grim Grove. We're going to be playing some Home, some of my own game Home. I also have some new spooky games that I'm going to share with you guys that you might not have seen before. So yeah, man, there's a lot to look forward to in the month of October, and I hope you guys are going to be sticking around for it. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. So there it is, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I hope you got something out of this. I hope it was informative. To the person that made the game, you know, props to you, dude. Again, nothing I said in this video is stated as a matter of fact. I'm not making any claims. This is all just my own personal opinion. And there it is, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And until the next one, have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video.